Imagine this. You've spent decades working hard, raising a family, paying bills, and now you're finally approaching retirement. You sit down with your spouse and say, at least Social Security will help carry us through. But then, a few months later, you realize you made a decision that permanently reduced your lifetime benefits by tens of thousands of dollars. Sadly, this happens all the time. In fact, Social Security spousal benefits are one of the most misunderstood parts of the retirement system. In the U.S., countless couples make avoidable mistakes simply because they don't fully understand the rules. Today on Golden Years Finance, we're uncovering the 5 most common mistakes people make when claiming spousal benefits, and more importantly, how to avoid them. So grab a notepad, because what I'm about to share could literally change the course of your retirement. Mistake 1: claiming too early without knowing the penalties. Many people think, I'll just claim my spousal benefit at 62, because that's the earliest possible age. And yes, you can claim at 62. But here's the catch. If you do, your monthly check could be reduced by 25 to 35% for the rest of your life. Example: let's say Susan is entitled to a $1,000 spousal benefit if she waits until a full retirement age of 67. But if she claims at 62, she might only get around $700 to $750 per month. That reduction is permanent, not temporary. Now, here's where many couples slip up. Once you lock in that reduced benefit, you can't undo it years later when you regret the choice. Lesson: before you claim early, run the numbers. Think about your health, your spouse's health, your savings, and whether waiting could give you a stronger financial foundation in retirement. Mistake 2: not understanding eligibility rules. A lot of people don't realize that you can't just walk into Social Security and ask for a spousal benefit anytime you want. To qualify, you must be married at least 1 year to claim on a current spouse. If you're divorced, you can claim on your ex-spouse record if you were married at least 10 years, are currently single, and you're age 62 or older. Your spouse or ex-spouse must also be receiving their own retirement benefit before you can claim. Story: I once heard about a man named David who assumed he could claim a spousal benefit as soon as he turned 62 even though his wife hadn't filed yet. He walked into the Social Security office ready to apply, only to be told, sorry, you're not eligible until your wife files for her own benefit. That little misunderstanding delayed their plans by 3 years. Lesson: always check the eligibility fine print. Knowing these rules in advance will save you from frustration and wasted time. Overlooking the restricted application option for those born before 1954. Here's a strategy many people miss. If you were born on or before January 1st, 1954, you may still be eligible for a restricted application. That means you can file just for your spousal benefit at full retirement age, while letting your own retirement benefit continue to grow until 70. Then later, you switch over to your own, much higher, benefit. Example: Linda was born in 1953. At 67, she filed a restricted application for spousal benefits, which gave her $1,000 per month. Meanwhile, her own retirement benefit grew at 8% per year until age 70. At that point, she switched to her own benefit of $1,500 per month. By knowing the rule, she maximized her income. But most people born before 1954 don't even realize this option exists, and they lose out. Lesson: if you or your spouse were born before 1954, talk to Social Security about whether a restricted application could work for you. For not coordinating with your spouse. Social Security isn't just about you, it's about you and your spouse together. Too many couples make the mistake of claiming benefits in isolation. For example, the higher-earning spouse might claim early just to get the money, without realizing that decision could permanently reduce a survivor benefit their spouse may rely on later. Story: I met a couple, John and Mary, who had very different earning histories. John had the higher income, while Mary had lower. John wanted to claim at 62 because he was tired of working. But what he didn't realize was that if he claimed early, Mary's survivor benefit, what she'd get if John passed away first, would be much smaller. They almost locked themselves into a lower lifetime income until a financial advisor explained the situation. They delayed, and in doing so, preserved thousands of dollars for Mary in her later years. Lesson: don't claim in a vacuum. Always look at the big picture of both spouses' benefits before making the decision. 5. Assuming Social Security will cover everything. Finally, one of the biggest misconceptions is believing Social Security spousal benefits included will fully fund your retirement. The truth? Social Security was never designed to be your only income. On average, it replaces only about 40% of pre-retirement income. That means you need other savings, pensions, or income streams to fill the gap. Example, think of Mark and Diane. They both expected their combined Social Security benefits to be enough. But once Diane claimed early and Mark realized Medicare premiums would be deducted, their checks felt much smaller than expected. They had to scramble to pick up part-time jobs to make ends meet. Lesson: spousal benefits are valuable, but they are just one piece of your retirement puzzle. Make sure you're also budgeting, saving, and exploring other income options. Conclusion: call to action. So there you have it. Claiming too early without understanding penalties. Missing eligibility rules. Overlooking the restricted application. Failing to coordinate with your spouse. And assuming Social Security will cover everything. These are the 5 biggest mistakes people make when claiming spousal benefits. Now here's the good news. With the right knowledge and planning, you can avoid these traps and secure the retirement you deserve. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor. Hit the like button so more people can discover this important information. Subscribe to Golden Years Finance for weekly videos on Social Security, retirement planning, and making the most of your golden years. And drop a comment below which of these mistakes surprised you the most. Remember, retirement isn't just about money, it's about peace of mind. And every smart choice you make today can give you a better tomorrow.